Hello everyone, hope you guys have been well. It's been a while you saw me here on YouTube. I've been away learning and also trying to improve my trading. What I've been learning is hedging, which happens to be the institutional approach to trade management. Like we all know, the institutions don't use hard stop loss like we retail traders do. What they use instead is hedging, and that's where their name hedge funds was derived from. It's been an amazing experience, very interesting approach to trade management, and the result is more consistent than using stop losses. Hopefully in the nearest future I'll make videos explaining some of the concepts in hedging to you guys, so you can also learn and maybe try to apply it in your trading if you like it. So now that I'm back on YouTube, let's go on the chart and see what the market have been up to. The current quarterly contract that we are in is the March contract, which was opened in December. So let's go to December to see what the market condition was during the opening of this contract. So I'll switch to the 4 hours time frame so we can see it better. So right here is September contract. So the December contract was opened around this point. This is the control block of the December quarterly contract. So at that point, let's see what the fundamentals were. As you can see right here, we have the Fed interest rate on the 10th of December 2025, and that was where they cut rates to 3.75 from 4.0. So that was a 25 basis point cut, and that is bearish for the US dollar and bullish for the Euro USD. So the fundamental direction for the monthly and quarterly is bullish, and that's why we have our monthly target right here at the high of the previous monthly contract, and also for the quarter we have our target at the high of the previous quarterly contract, which is this high right here. At the beginning of the quarter, we expect the institutions inside this control block to position for buy, and like I already explained in some of our old videos, that where the breakout goes is the position that was actually opened. So if the institutions position for buy, we are going to see a breakout of the control block to the upside, and if they position for sell, market will break below. Right here we expect them to position for buy, but you can see that the target for the monthly contract was so close. Inside the control block, that target was reached, and after that we can see the reprise started. Like we already know that after a target is reached, we are going to have a reprise before the continuation. So this monthly target was hit inside the control block and the reprise started, which means the positioning of the quarterly players inside this control block was based on the reprise. So we saw price broke out of that control block to the downside, meaning the players here positioned for a sell, even though the quarterly direction is bullish and the target is on the upside. The reprise target is the pending heavy orders from the previous half of the monthly contract, and you know this is a new half. The previous half is this one, and what we have is this heavy buy right here, and also this heavy sell that was broken and never retested. Like I explained in some of our past videos, when a heavy sell order or buy order is broken and price failed to close below it on the day it was broken, then we expect price to come back to mitigate that position, because it means the big institutional player that opened that sell is currently holding a drawdown position, and they need price to come back to that level for mitigation so they can get out of that negative position. And that is one of the techniques in hedging, which is the trade management approach of the institutions. So price broke this level, continued up, and never came back to mitigate. That means we expect price to come back and mitigate it, and that's exactly what happened right here. So we have our reprise targets we have one right here, and the second one is this pending buy here that is yet to be activated. So I marked that as our reprice target, and like we see, price came down, went back up to create a high price, and from there we saw a drop heading straight for the reprice target. Before they got to that point, we hit the midpoint of the monthly contract, and like we already know, the midpoint of the monthly contract is the reevaluation phase. So at the reevaluation phase, we still look at the heavy orders from the previous half, and as you can see, inside this half there was no heavy order or any heavy pending order. That means this reprice target here will still remain, and that is what the market will head towards. And like you can see, they opened a big heavy sell right here, pushed price down all the way to this reprice target here, and also to this one right here before the end of that monthly contract. And you can see how they used the control block. Price broke down here, came back to retest the control block right here, and from there we saw it head straight for the reprice target and also this pending order right here. While all that is happening, there was no heavy buying. All the orders that kept coming in were heavy sells until we got to the reprice target and a new monthly contract was opened, and we now see heavy buying come back to the market. And like we already know that our direction for the quarter is bullish, reprice on the take profits from the monthly has been filled, so everything else is heading for the quarterly target. And now we have a new monthly contract opening. We expect the institutions to position for the buy side. Also, we can check what the fundamentals at that point were, so we know how to position ourselves. And you can see the inflation rate at that point was 2.7 from the previous one, which is also 2.7. That means there is no major change in inflation. So let's look at month on month. We don't have the figure for the previous, but you can see the forecast and the actual is actually the same. So it means there is no major fundamental change. That means we should hold on to what we have from the quarterly contract. And as we can see, price headed up, the control block was formed, we got our breakout to the upside, which means yes, the institutions here are positioned for buy, which means the players from this point now have the opportunity to reposition for buy after taking profit on the sell at the reprice target. So we got a breakout to the upside, confirming the bullishness, and price continued heading straight for the quarterly target, which was reached at this point. After the target was reached, the next thing, like we already know, is a reprice. And our reprice target is usually orders from the previous half, just like we did right here. So from the previous half, there is no order left unpicked. And also if we check the orders that we have, this one was activated here and price closed below it. Also this was activated here and price closed below it. So there is no pending heavy order or any heavy order that was broken without mitigation. So that means we don't have any level to reprice to. That's why we can see a slow retracement until we've gotten to the midpoint of the monthly contract, where we can now reevaluate our reprice target. So let me go back to the 1 hour time frame so we can now see clearly. So this is where we sit at the moment. This is the midpoint of the second monthly contract within that quarterly contract. We've gotten to our quarterly target. This is a reprice move to the downside. Now we are at the midpoint of the monthly contract, where we can now reevaluate our targets. So from the previous half, we have this heavy sell order right here that is yet to be activated, and for the buy side, this one has been activated. So we have this heavy pending buy yet to be activated. So that means our reprice levels or targets will be this level right here and this level. So we have two targets and we are still in a reprice. So I believe price will either go up to pick this first or come down to pick this, and now we see a bullish continuation to the upside. The reason why I'm expecting a bullish continuation to the upside is because the quarterly players that are inside this control block, that's the quarterly control block, are now flipped to buy. So if price come back to retest that control block, from that point I will expect those players to come in with big orders to push price back and then continue to the upside and keep price above that control block until the end of the quarterly contract. That's what I'm expecting. So I will prefer that price will just turn and head straight for the downside to pick this price magnet, which is far inside the control block, so they may not get to the level and just open a new heavy buy. And like we already know that if a new heavy pending buy order is opened before getting to the previous heavy pending buy, that means the reprice has been fulfilled. So either price come to pick this, or we see a new heavy buy order come into the market to complete this sell side of the reprice, and then we can see price go straight up for this upper target, and then we see a continuation to the upside. So that is exactly what I'm expecting. Right now the market is bearish. I'm looking at price action around this heavy price magnet. If I get a retest of this region with a rejection, I'll probably jump in and add to my sell position to target this control block. Once price hit the control block, I won't expect it to get to this reprice target because of the buyers that are inside the quarterly control block. So what I'll watch out for is if a new heavy buy order will come in and we'll see a push up. From there I'll start loading up buy positions to target this reprice level and also shoot for higher prices. So that is what I'm looking at. That is what I'm expecting in the market. I'll keep following with the orders that come into the market every day to see what the institutions are actually doing, so I'll know which of the game plans they are using, and I'll be able to better position myself in that direction. So that is it. I'll see you guys on the next video. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notification, and if you have any question or opinions, you can leave them in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.